Alright. The timing of that. Let's go into the story that I've put off for like hours and hours and hours and days. Not hours, days. Very lazy. I don't know, I just don't like doing the story like on the day of, because I know a lot of other people are going to do them. I'm like, probably I should just do the stories. This is the first time I've ever seen this happen. Weird. They walked right into that. That's hilarious. Oh, I missed. God damn it! I whipped that one badly. God, let's see. I've been fighting that person all day. Just trying to farm points. God damn it. They're really good. That's cool. Alright, let's go talk to Plotty. Wonder if she has her voice lines today.
Plotty, what happened?
Wait, do we have audio on?
The program specifically
Yay,
designed
she has her
to scan
voice!
for data singularities was detected by the network's firewall and is temporarily unusable. Therefore, I can't provide you with the exact location of the data singularity this time.
Huh?
Oh.
I told you before, data singularities in the surface layer are a type of error or loophole in the system. So in order to find singularities like this, the program essentially acts as an attack on the network. I've only used this program on the network twice, but its firewall has already identified it as a source of attacks and will counterattack whenever I activate it. For that reason, I don't have a way to locate data singularities right now.
So...
There are certainly other singularities within the network, but you'll need to find them yourself this time. You're quite familiar with the surface layer now, right? Have you noticed any distinctive features?
The coordinates for the last two data singularities happen to be where the omnium reactors were located in the surface layer. Maybe there's some sort of connection between the two.
I'm not talking about that. It's the similar data fluctuations that might indicate a weakening in the firewall's functions.
I'm not sure about that. The only
The bat.
real similarity between the last two operations is that we had to use omnium reactors that existed on the surface layer. If we locate the next reactor, we might also find a new data singularity there.
That's a bold assumption, Authorizer. If you're right, it might revolutionize our entire understanding of the surface layer.
See? Did he say something here?
Here's an example.
Sounds weird.
Research revealed that attacks on the foundational layer by viruses led to anomalies in Ada's surface layer. That's why, after you eradicated the viruses, the surface network's aberrations vanished.
If your theory holds, then a data singularity's surface coordinates should align with a foundational layer vulnerability, rather than being tied to a fixed object on the surface layer.
Exactly. If Omnium reactors can pinpoint data singularities, it implies that the surface layer's operational logic also impacts the network's foundational layer. This could significantly influence our network's repair strategies.
Understood.
Get moving, Authorizer. If you actually succeed, we'll have a lot of work ahead of us.
Understood. But before I proceed, can you tell me if Hykros has any lab records on Omnium experiments? Especially those related to reactors from before the Cataclysm? This would help me find them more easily once I enter the network.
Yes, I did find some. After you mentioned what happened on the surface layer, I stumbled upon a few records. I think you'll find them quite intriguing. Once you've gone through these materials, you'll be ready to dive into the network.
Alright, thanks, Light. Alright, so I need to do that one later. Alright, so X team. Sure, Todd, Melee, spoil for okay. Go shoot. Oh, Asha and Todd. Asha, isn't Asha the new character coming out soon? No. She heard freaking friend in a drunken rage. I feel like this is staged. I'll stop that. Echo app. Oh wait, before I do continue, I did want to pull this. I have not pulled her today. I pulled twice. Okay, gonna not take that back. I did pull twice. And I spent a lot of points on getting her goddamn Switch thing, but I don't even have her yet. Which is not worth it. Because then after I realized, I have to go buy it personally in order to get it onto the freaking thing. And that was a waste of money. And Dark Crystals. We're only gonna get 3. That's when we're only gonna pull like 4. How much do I have on pulls? Yeah, I'm not gonna get her. I feel like I fucked up when I really messed up when I tried to like set up for enough points to get her. I screwed up my amount. Like I know for a fact we're gonna get a pull here, but I don't think we're gonna get her in this pull. Cause I definitely am behind on the pull on getting the hit. Never mind, got the hit. Alright, cool, we caught her. That's 7. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. After rescuing a kidnap... Oh, that's us. We're the kidnapped ones. Interesting.
Hey, Plotty, I looked through those files you gave me. I have some questions about their authenticity.
These are all official reports from Asperia's media and the Federation. Even if the events aren't perfectly aligned with the facts, the conclusions are verified as true.
And here's the missing line. Okay, but the Aurora Industries explosion in the files is nothing like what I experienced. You said the surface level's history mirrors Ida's real history, right?
But if everything in these files is true, does that mean I've already altered the history that was meant to unfold within the network? If so, will everything still play out as it did in Ida's real history?
There's a flaw in your reasoning. It's precisely because the network's history is immutable that the events recorded in these files are destined to occur.
But does that mean that there's going to be another Aurora Industries explosion, and Ace and the others are fated to meet their end as described in the reports?
I showed you these files to remind you not to waste any more energy on the surface layer than absolutely necessary. Or have you already forgotten about Shirley?
No.
Of course not.
Alright. Back to the digital world! Also, I need to upload the up. Azura Coast is quite a distance away. Hey, why not head to the shorter electronic lab first? But according to Anka's message, he has already reported to the Omnium Plague in the area to the Foundation that the lab has already been seized by the Public Security Bureau. And I guess why is this part not get recorded? This is so weird. Wait, when did Anka send a message? She mentioned anything? I received 41 messages from Anka. Of these messages, 40 of them are unread. 40 unread? Does she have the time to write something? Anyways, Mia, can you summarize them for me? Understood. Now analyzing. After reading through... I'm not gonna voice act this thing. After reading through Anka's messages, 9 of them are jokes, 2 of them are related to manga, 2 of them are invitations to play Witch of Time, 11 of them are related to cat videos on the Echo app, 8 of them are requests to use your space rift to teleport her to work on time. Those are apparently old messages. Anything new? A lady message was received 30 minutes ago. It's extremely long, but to summarize, she seems to know where Grave Fox is currently located and wishes to meet at Tarvin. I'm sure her whereabouts have something to do with Aurora's Industries again. Could this rescue operation be the source of the explosion mentioned in the Astria Morning Post? Authorizer, your mission is to repair the Gestos network and locate Shirley. These people are merely AI-generated circograms created from historical data. Why are you so determined to do this? I don't really get it either, Mia, but after everything we've been through, I can't see them as mere data anymore. Yes, that is very exact on that. Like, you're interacting with them too much. They seem too human, even though you've been there. It's kind of hard to break from the fact that they are AI. Even if they are destined, you'll still try to do whatever you can to save them. Because you have a connection to them. Okay. I'm also going to up the audio. I know, everything's already up. What the fuck then? Well, where am I? I don't like the fact that he spawned me right there. It should have spawned me to the portal. It makes more sense. Murder everything inside for right now because I have my dailies that I actually have not done for the wild time. Oh, can I find one? Okay, I'm dead. Hey, you're picking up a dead body, a revived body here. What the fuck? I didn't even know I got killed. I didn't even get any noise effects. Not gonna lie, honestly, this world has the most dangerous of them all because they just kill you instantly.
You're finally here, researcher! Check out the fruits of my latest and greatest research on Aurora Industries. It took 3 days of non-stop work, but it's finally done.
Really? That doesn't sound like you at all. Again, why are you not voice acting?
Actually, she just rummaged through the old box and gathered all the intel from Wednesday. Gray Fox was always urging her to organize it, but she kept putting it off until now.
Yeah, makes sense. That on the other hand sounds like something Ace would do. So, did you find any important clues in these reports?
Absolutely! I fed all the intel from these reports, plus Aurora Industries' public market data, into Gray Fox's decryption terminal. And the AI has already pinpointed several possible hideouts for Gray Fox.
Lip sync is no longer there.
Unfortunately, since all this intel was gathered in the past, we can only narrow it down to a few buildings and manufacturing plants under Aurora Industries, as well as some of Lucius's private properties. The rest is up to Officer Roslyn, our guardian angel whose courage, incredible acting, and commitment to justice have empowered her to continue our righteous fight against Chief Wells and his tyranny.
Well, that introduction was super long. In short, I fibbed to Wells that my zeal to nab the thief led me to mess with his plans. That tale earned me a suspension pending investigation, but it gave me ample time to shadow him.
That sounds pretty dangerous. Also, you've been suspended pending investigation. Doesn't that mean...
I know exactly what you're thinking, but the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Anka and I have agreed on a secret code, and she can see my location in real time whenever she wants. If anything happens to me, she'll know where to find me.
Our secret code is Sega, 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 Sega.
Why did you go deadpan on that?
The location Wells often visits when off duty. Hopefully these will help you rescue Gray Fox. Wells is in a meeting with some of Asperia's government officials today. I plan to slip into his office to gather some crucial evidence. Anka, watch your backs out there, and best of luck.
Ah, so this is how she
Okay,
attacks an innocent
let's go.
person.
Here's the information Roslyn gave me earlier. If you put it all together, there are only 3 places left to investigate. A private villa in Dandelion Coast, an Aurora Industries production plant in Linglong Industrial Park, and an unfinished building in Azure Coast.
We don't have time to investigate all 3 of them. If we want to maximize our chances of saving Gray Fox, we'll have to split up and search. Ace and I will take Azure Coast.
Wait, both of them are going to Azure Coast?
You should be pretty familiar with Linglong Industrial Park, researcher. Why don't you and Meryl handle that area?
Alright, Meryl. I just pulled you, so let's go. No matter what happens, my objective is the Omni Rector and all sorts of things. If I don't change their fate, I still have to go. I still have to go.
Actually, through my Hycros connections, I recently discovered that the building in Azure Coast is actually another secret Omnium research center by Aurora Industries.
So Lucius is keeping a huge secret somewhere in that building, and it's most likely connected to Gray Fox. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Then again, we'd be wasting a lot of time if we didn't find her there. Maybe it's better if we cover more ground first?
Oh, again, don't forget. The Public Security Bureau is leaving us alone for now because of Meryl. If we split up now, there's no telling what they'll do next.
Researcher is right. To the Public Security Bureau, you're nothing but a group of uncontrollable fugitives. Without me here, they would stop at nothing to hunt down and arrest you all.
Such a hassle. Let's all just head to that coast then.
Do. Oh. Man, that took you so long to just get out there. Wow, there's like no teleporting parts. Oh, that's right. There was stuff here that I needed to grab. Totally forgot about this. Can I pick something really quick? Ooh. I have a date. Okay. Note to self, remember this later. Turning. Oh yeah, this thing. I forgot there was the gambling. I said it had 3 returns. Is that 3 attempts? I never understand this thing. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't even understand how that works. Wait, what? Oh, I have to edit it again. What the heck? The fuck is going on? Weird game. Alright, so how do I get over there? That way. Barely forgot about the freaking betting series. Betting system. Oh, okay, not that way. Well. Whoa! Ow. Why is
this
that
the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone's been here
Air
for
brakes
a
are-
long time. Do you really think we'll find Gray Fox here?
Oh, we won't know unless we go inside and take a look around.
It seems there are two entrances here.
Too low.
One at the front and one at the back. Should we pair up?
Yes, I think we can cover more ground that way. I'll go with Researcher.
And since when did we put you in charge?
You're the one who suggested splitting up in the first place.
Hey, boss. Don't you want to team up with me anymore? Or are you ditching me for the new researcher?
Anka, once we save Gray Fox, I'll make sure she knows every single thing you've been up to. Every bit of it.
Damn.
No, wait! Researcher, help me out here! I don't want Gray Fox to chew me out when she's back.
Bye,
Hey,
Nora.
boss, wait up! I don't have a motorcycle!
Why are you using them? Okay. Aka Nora. Aka Nora. Ugh. Nola. Aka and Nola are still on the same team, which means the past really can't be altered. Remember, my mission is to access the fundamental layer. Restart. I'm gonna say Shirley. We should get going too, Shirley. We should get going too, Meryl. So what's this thing? Fuck it, I don't have time. Oh. Okay. There's footprints.
Check this out. It looks like something or someone was dragged along the ground over here. It's too early to say for sure. Let's just see where the trail leads.
We're still the walk button. They still have not added that yet. Ugh, weird. The trail ends here. But through the wall, maybe there's a switch. Up there!
I know a way to get through.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You know, that's one way in order to do a greatsword cannon. You know, that kind of style. Be perfect for Wednesday. Wait. Oh, here we are. This is the texture. Wild. There's a lot of oil here. Actually, didn't we see what Gray Fox looks like? Ah, the loading screen. It's like we have too much. Oh, hi there.
Go take cover. Leave these droids to me.
Sure, leave this place.
I didn't expect
taking
your
care.
combat skills to be so sharp, perfectly covering my blind spots. Are you
There's music
really
everywhere.
just a
Sorry, Meryl, I can't
researcher?
hear you. I am. It's just that I used to get so lost in my research that my health would suffer. So I started actually to stay fit. Wizard had also provided me with a lot of special training.
You're much different than I imagined.
You've investigated me? You've investigated me? There it is. That's the one I'm going for. You've investigated me?
Only what I found in your Hykros personnel files. Your past mentors say you're a talented researcher, but often overlook social interactions due to your reserved nature and dedication to research. But the researcher I know is decisive, resilient, and composed under pressure, executing tasks efficiently and never lagging behind.
I can tell you're sincerely complimenting me, but it seems like there's a but you want to add.
That's because I do. Tell me, what could have happened in such a short amount of time to change you so much?
Attributed to Wednesday. Attributed to my environment. I should know the hard to Naka. If I had to say, it's probably because of my new surroundings are forcing me to act differently than I would be in the lab. Maybe my sense of self-perception triggered some kind of hidden potential in me.
I understand that. Major life changes often lead to shifts in personality. And you've certainly faced your share of them since arriving in Asperia. Like falling into a coma or being kidnapped.
Hey, I fell into a
Now that you
coma.
mention it, those events feel like they happened ages ago.
Why is this the only time you talk?
Honestly, they weren't that big of a deal, so I wouldn't dwell on them. Besides, I never would have met you if they hadn't happened, right?
Even a small
Dude,
shift
that
in
was a smooth talk
perspective
line
can
for no
help us
reason to be
understand
doing
other
that.
people a lot better.
See, right here! Why is it no talk after this? What are you talking about?
After my wandering days came to an end and I returned to Hykros, I said something similar to Helena, who cared about me deeply. I'm sure she felt the same way then.
So what exactly are you thinking about?
You're only comforting me because you don't want me to worry so much about you. That's why you pretend nothing happened, and even make jokes about your painful past to show me how strong you are.
So she's recalling her own experience.
Professor Helena told me about you. The daughter of the Lysaccia family, who became an orphan overnight, wandering throughout the country while searching for your missing brother. That must have been tough.
I didn't expect her to tell you so much about me. She must trust you a lot. Honestly, I can hardly remember my wandering days, or the person I was back then. But losing my brother, that pain, that desperate feeling, I can never forget that.
I completely understand. I too lost someone important. And my quest to find her brought me here. I can barely remember who I was when I started this journey. It's like you said, it's impossible not to change after so many experiences. But I think change isn't necessarily bad. Without those experiences, I wouldn't have met so many friends, or become who I am today.
Oh, see? But I like who I am now. Of course, of course, if I could find that special someone like you did, I'll be over the moon.
I know you will, so don't worry too much. I'm sure today's mission will be a success, and Grey Fox will be back with you soon enough. Finding her won't be easy, but the happiness of reuniting will be worth it.
Oh, she thinks I'm talking about Grey Fox. I suppose that makes sense too, but thanks for the encouragement. I'm looking forward to when that time comes. Also, I just realized her dress is shattered glass. It's actually pretty cool design. Follow the footprints. I remember seeing Grey Fox. I don't remember what. No. I don't have time to freaking look. All these things are all tiny. Oh god, just reading here. Alright, to summarize faster. Okay, this person is just talking about the president of Valkyrie. Alright, good. Okay.
The breakthrough Lucius mentioned is most likely File 049. He mistook it for Hykros' research, and wants to claim it as his own to help Aurora Industries surpass its competitors. But who exactly is this Acerata guy? Is he really that influential? He must be, if someone like Lucius has no choice but to bow his head and ask for his help. The so-called Todd family sounds pretty intimidating too.
He's the CEO of Oth Inc., as well as the next in line to lead the Todd family. What? You don't even know basic history?
You lost me there. What? Well, you just said and then it cut to the next time. What? I was more focused on my field of study during school, so I didn't pay much attention to history. My bad.
In 2547, the distant beacon encountered an accident mid-air, forcing the Federation to sacrifice part of the ship's cargo to make a safe emergency landing. This ensured everyone's safety, but led to subsequent material shortages. In order to maintain social order and establish Ida as quickly as possible, the Federation partnered closely with a number of influential families whose fortunes were built on interstellar travel.
Let me guess. The Lysaccia and Todd families were among them, right?
Correct. My family believes that technology is humanity's guiding light into the future. That's why we invested in cutting-edge technology, including Hykros. The Todd family, however, believes that information rules everything. Many details surrounding the Todd family prior to the age of interstellar travel are difficult to verify. All I can say is that before coming to Ida and establishing themselves as a media giant, the Todd family made their fortune through espionage and trading secrets on the human homeworld.
Espionage. So that means Og Inc. must be the front, just front, or maybe just a small part of the Todd family's business. The real operations are likely far more extensive.
Whether it's espionage, underground deals, or the movement of funds, the Todd family's presence can be felt wherever connections, intel, and money are involved. They're a family of genius entrepreneurs, and their network even extends into the Federation itself.
So what's this big job Asurada is doing for Lucius?
We'll have to keep digging if we want to find out. Let's go.
Alright. At least her animation is not clipping through her body. Like a lot of things going on lately. Well, again, everyone's getting back in life now, so it no longer has to be a indoor thing. Oh, god dang it! File transfer. Okay.
This document. It's related to File 049's transfer from the Federation Nexus to Hesperia. It seems Lucius had been plotting to steal it for a while. I wonder how he managed to get it.
If he knew that... Oh god, see it right here! Why did he stop talking? If he knew that the file 049 was actually a recording of the start of that disaster, I mean... I've been talking to her for so long, I nearly forgot she's the Marrow from before the Castor.
You don't need to tell me about Hykros or what they're up to. Now that the Lysaccia family is gone, I'm just a Federation investigator now.
But aren't you even a little curious about what's in this file? Lucius wouldn't have gone to such lengths to steal it if he didn't think it contained cutting-edge Omnium research.
What would it matter if I knew? I'm not a member of the Todd family. I don't know how to exploit valuable information for profit or power.
You don't sound too fond of the Todd family.
As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but parasites with an obsession for money and power. Though they weren't directly involved in the Lysaccia family's destruction, they definitely contributed to it, and even benefited greatly from it.
So, does that make Ashurada, I can't, my goddamn tongue, you know what I mean?
He was still just a student when it all happened, so he had nothing to do with my family's downfall. But Tepin Todd, his father and the true head of the Todd family, is another story. Tepin is an extremely cunning and profiteering man who knows how to maximize his interests while ensuring his own security. When the Lysaccia family was destroyed, he was able to convince the court that he was innocent of any wrongdoing.
So, are you planning to get revenge on him?
He wasn't directly involved, so I can't use legal means for revenge. Confronting him would only threaten the life Victor and I have now. But one way or another, he's going to pay for that.
Well, I mean, we are part of Wednesday. We can easily do some stuff for you if you want. If you're paying for it. Wait, I forgot. We don't do evil. They don't do evil stuff. They just are misunderstood. Never mind.
Over here, researcher.
Hi guys. I'm glad to see you two are safe. We found a lot of evidence against Lazarus. He's been eyeing file 049 for a while. Did you find anything?
We found a series of emails from Lucius asking the whereabouts of file 049, transfer records of the notary company to suppress trending online searches, and procurement records for the construction of a hidden Omnium research lab in this building.
Ah.
It's funny because the trending news was exaggerated by witnesses. They said that Wednesday sent over a dozen people to rob Aurora Industries. Yet Lucius paid 10 million Norn just to cover it up.
In any case, Akka should have Akka should have more than enough evidence to take down Aurora Industry now. Akka, why are you so quiet all of a sudden? I'm quite sorry, and she's been arrested. She's been captured.
It's Rosalind, researcher. I just lost sight of her location.
It's not like
Lost it. She said she was going to search Wells' office earlier, didn't she?
Yes. And 10 minutes ago, I could still see her position inside the Public Security Bureau, but it just suddenly disappeared. I tried rebooting it a bunch of times, but the signal and location data seems fine. Rosalind's signal is the only one missing, and she's not responding to any of my messages. Oh, what should I do?
Stop panicking, Anka. It could just be a problem with her locator or the signal in the bureau. Just be patient.
According to the news, Rosalind gets in other words, even if brothers and so she still managed to get herself out. Will everything turn out as Valka and Noel finds her?
Anka, Nola, listen. Go find Rosalind now. If she's in danger, call the Fang Gang for help. If she's safe, help her continue searching Wells' office for clues.
Oh, this is how we're gonna change all the.
What about Gray Fox?
Don't worry.
Meryl and I can handle things here. By the time you get to the Bureau, we'll be finished. In any case, there's no reason for either of you to come back.
I agree with researcher, but I'm not leaving until Gray Fox is rescued. I'm leaving Rosalind in your hands, Anka. Take this badge and show it to Gunpowder of the Fang Gang, and he'll do whatever he can to help.
Hey, you remember his name?
Boss, I understand. I'm off to look for Rosalind now, so the rest of you better stay safe.
If only Anka leaves, that should at least change part of history. If that works, maybe we can change even more. Meryl, Norl, we should get going too. It's so weird that there's part that he reads and the part he doesn't read. Oh. Terminate the door.
What's that noise?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
It sounds like someone's banging on the door. Could it be Gray Fox?
I doubt it. But let's go. Okay.
He was Aurora's previous chief scientist. Richard took over after his resignation. He must have had his doubts about the origins of File 049, so he resigned out of fear.
Sorry about that. I had to get some eat. I had to go good food.
In other words, if this Simon person is still alive, he can serve as a witness to implicate Lucius for stealing File 049 and conducting illegal Omnium research.
Something about this is a little strange, though.
How so?
Don't you think everything has gone way too smoothly for us so far?
Now that you mention it, it does feel that way. The only resistance we encountered was a few droids, and they were easy enough to take down. You'd think they would have better security for an illegal Omnium lab, but getting in here was even easier than infiltrating the Aurora Experimental Center.
Maybe Aurora Industries didn't expect us to find this place?
It's not just that. Those strange footprints led us all the way here. And these documents are powerful evidence that directly proves Lucius stole File 049 and conducted illegal Omnium experiments. How should I put it? It feels like an invisible hand has been deliberately placing everything we need right in front of us.
When you put it that way, it does feel odd.
Give me a second to think about this, please. According to the history, okay, after Wednesday was wiped out, Wells becomes a new emperor.
Hey, Nola. I remember you saying that the media exaggerated our break-in of the Aurora Experimental Center, blowing it up to say there were over a dozen people involved, right?
Yeah, we broke in all right, but the process was grossly exaggerated.
Not everything in the news can be trusted, even if the outcome is true. Events leading up to it can be misunderstood or even started. Like the dark pub? Okay. The purple lines need to be stopped, paused as well so that people can actually read it if they're not being read.
A scenario in which old allies are eliminated, new enemies are defeated, and a bright future is brought into clear sight. The only person who stands to win here is Wells. Could it be?
What do you mean about Wells?
I'm afraid we might have been walking to a trap. It's a trap!
Researcher, what exactly are you talking about?
I'm worried that Wells was only pretending to buy into Rosalind's act, and that he used her to lure us out here. If so, Wells has most likely captured her already.
I'm pretty sure he was the one who planted all of the incriminating evidence against Wells too. Think about it. So much evidence. Why isn't there a single mention of Wells anywhere to be seen? Someone like this couldn't possibly get a hold of classified federal documents like File 049 without help.
Wells probably wants to eliminate all his problems, whether it's us or Lucius. That's why he went through so much trouble to set this up and used Gray Fox to lure us here.
If my hunch was right, Chief Wells will show up at the very end pretending to be a brave hero that nails us, exactly how Asterius as ambassador of justice would.
We've come this far. Even if it is a trap, we have to try. As long as there's even the slightest chance of rescuing Gray Fox, I won't give up.
I have my own reasons for wanting to see this through to the end, so I'm not giving up yet. No, you're the best fit for staying outside, so.
I'm going too. If this whole thing really is a trap laid by Wells, then I'm your only shot at survival.
Thank you.
There it is. Almost done with my food. I'm known to be a very fast eater, and it's really bad due to the fact that it hurts my body a lot. Really hurts my lungs more. My ribs. Oh, damn.
What's this?
It's just like what we saw back at Shooter Electronics. Wait. No, it's not. I'm sensing a completely different pressure from this guy.
Oh, you're already dead.
I can't locate his weak point at all.
Where is he?
If you don't deal with him now, you'll never be able to find Gray Fox. But he's way tougher than the last one.
No, okay, so in order to counteract that, how many times we actually are higher level? It is going to keep repeating itself. What? What?
Can you hear me, Plotty?
Okay.
I hear you. Did you make it?
I did. I found an Omnium reactor in the surface layer and used the terminal there to locate another data singularity and enter the network.
Okay,
My
that
guess
was good
was
with
right.
us doing a cute,
There must
like
be
a
some connection between
trigger,
the
like, to hit
Omnium
the
reactors
thing.
in the surface layer and the data singularities.
Well done. Now all we have to do is thoroughly research your new discovery. But right now, you have something much more important to do. The area of the foundational layer you're currently in is under attack by a large number of viruses. They're about to take over the control tower, so please clear them out as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn it. Hello. Hello, Smiley. Oh, wait, but, there we go. Alright, they're dead. That should be the last of them. Now that I've wiped out the viruses, the aberrants, I forget how to say the words, in the surface layer should return to normal, right, Plotty?
The viruses in the foundational layer are definitely the root cause of the aberrations in the surface layer.
Aberration.
But to be safe, I suggest you use the control tower to repair the system before leaving.
But I didn't use the control tower last time. It was Shirley, or rather Void Piercer, who used it. But I'm not exactly sure what they did.
Control towers are used to modify or maintain the network system functions, but improper modifications can sometimes damage it. If you want to know what she did last time, you'll have to ask her.
Got
Okay.
it.
Go to the control tower. I'll teach you how to input the system repair command.
Do I type in input, research, repair? What a complicated looking control panel.
Relax. Just follow my instructions and input the commands into the panel.
Okay, Plotty. Why am I floating? Why is my bat in the middle? I don't think that's right. Oh, damn.
I'm here, boss.
Oh, no!
What kind of monster is this?
Oh.
Don't let any of them get away.
Yes!
Well,
Rush, what are you doing?
Wait, isn't that Lazarus? What? Wait, what? Was he supposed to be dead? So anything that was supposed to happen.
What happened?
Got fixed?
No, you can't die yet, Wells. I still have so much to ask you.
Wait, what?
Roslyn, you'll find everything in the secret room of my office. I failed your father. But worse,
I've got the evidence.
I failed
All I
you.
need now is your statement. You can't die now, Wells. I still need answers.
Timing. Timing.
Forgive me. I was so blinded by power.
They lowered his voice act to make him say the lines. It was very weird. Wait. This is not how history is supposed to... What's going on now? Hey, Caroline. You're the only other character to... Caroline, I didn't expect to see you here.
Researcher? I didn't see you when I came in.
Oh, I was in another room earlier, so I just got here because I heard noise. This place is a mess. You probably didn't notice me.
Yeah, it's a total mess. Everything happened so fast.
How? Wait, when did you show up? Caroline just tells me what happened in the lab while I was in a fundamental layer. Apparently, Rosalind was nearly killed by the operation, but Wells sacrificed himself and took the final blow.
Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried about you when I saw the arrest warrant. Tell me, are you actually a member of Wednesday now? Or were you kidnapped?
Wait, why do
No,
I feel like...
it's not like that. Aurora Industries, they wanted to get some Omnium technology secrets out of me, but I refused, so they framed me. I'm totally innocent.
I see you've had it rough. I get it, don't worry. Honestly, these last few days have been
Wait,
the
are
scariest
you gonna
of my
become
life.
Wells? Wells now?
Don't get me started. I almost got suspended for helping Roslyn. I thought she was trying to catch Wednesday to get her job back, but she ended up rescuing them.
Hold up. Back line here. Don't get me... Don't get me started. This is not what she said. Just yesterday, I found Rosalind trailing the chief like he was a suspect. When I caught her, she went on and on about something being wrong with him. If only I hadn't heard any of it.
Wait, you didn't report her to Wells, did you?
Of course not. I'm a proper officer of the Public Security Bureau. I kept quiet, assessed the situation calmly, and began my own investigation before making any conclusions.
Wait, why is Carol... Wait. Carol is not part of the history books. She's the alternate Data.
I'm still not done investigating, just so you know. After I got assigned to this operation today, I received a distress call from Ace. I mean Anka. She said someone from the Fang Gang discovered that Wells had Roslyn locked away in the hospital.
What?
What?
I never got to ask the chief, and now I never will. I guess the chief knew Roslyn suspected him but couldn't kill her like he did Wednesday.
Wait, what? Like Wednesday? Kill him like we did with...
So he faked a psychological disorder for Roslyn and had her locked in the hospital. A psychiatrist I caught earlier told me how they torture their victims that way.
What the fuck is going on? Makes sense. Even if Rosalind knew the truth, no one would believe her because they would think she's crazy. Nothing she says matters anymore. According to the news report Polly gave me, it's true that Rosalind was attempted to a psychiatric ward, but it looks like Wells fabricated the whole story. Why did I was able to say that line?
When I joined the force, I never thought I'd end up teaming with a suspended special officer, a notorious criminal group, and the famous Fang Gang of Esperia to bring down my own chief. What a nightmare.
Who are you, Carol? You're actually more important of a character than people even though you're using even though you're an NPC that has been used throughout the world in this world for some weird reason, but you're an important character, which is very odd.
But when this is all over, at least I can say I was a brave and just officer of the law who upheld the vow I made at the academy.
Why do you have so much character?
Anka, why are you and Roslyn here? Didn't I tell you to look for Gray Fox somewhere else?
Because Roslyn found a lot of evidence against Wells in his office. Like the weapon used to murder her father, the gun that once belonged to him but went missing years ago. It was in Wells's private safe all along. He's been lying to Rosalind for years and years. Same thing this time. Wells never trusted her and knew she'd eventually follow him. So he used her to lure us into a trap and pit us against that maniac Lucius. He even lied about that meeting he supposedly went to. That was just to bait her into entering his office so he could capture her and send her to the hospital.
Oh no,
So as soon as Rosalind was safe, the two of us rushed over here to rescue you. Otherwise, Wells' plan of evil masterminds killed by a monster and Ambassador of Justice Wells saves the day might have succeeded.
Did you really just give it such a ridiculous name? I mean, for Wells? I didn't expect us to all end up here. Good thing we stopped the open reactor from exploding, or else. In the end, Lucius was arrested after recovering from his abnormal transformation, but not before killing Wells. Rosalind, Anka, and Nola. I can't say her name for some reason. He wants to say Nora, because my brain just sees that L like Nora, L, but it's Nola. Nola, on the other hand, are still very alive. Because history wasn't exactly.
So did you guys find Gray Fox?
No.
No, nothing. Despite the chaos, we didn't find any hidden doors, secret rooms, or passages. Gray Fox must be somewhere else.
Don't lose hope yet. I asked Gunpowder to check other places where Gray Fox might be held, and he just sent me a message. Maybe he found something. No luck. Gunpowder says he checked every corner and asked around, but there's no sign of Gray Fox.
Weren't you just telling me not to lose hope yet? Don't start giving up now. According to you, she's supposed to be really tough, right?
That's right.
I feel like Gray Fox
She's the
coming in
daughter
the
of
next
Tep and
2
Todd,
patches.
the wealthy president of Oth Inc. And Aserata Todd, the Oth Inc. executive who always appears before the media, is her older brother.
Then I'm sure Gray Fox is fine. The Todd family is extremely well established, and even Lucius
I did not know that.
respects them. There's no way he would have done anything to put her in real danger. Besides, it's possible the Todd family has already found her.
But if she's okay, then why hasn't she contacted me yet? I've sent her hundreds of messages, but still no reply.
We don't have any new loot. We don't have any new leads to follow. I fused lead and news after I said we don't have any new, and then my brain just read that again. Just place W with the E. And place the A with the place the A with W, and my brain just went there. Thanks a lot, brain. We don't have any new leads to follow, so we just have to be patient for now. At the very least, we can get some new leads. Stop saying that, please. Out of Lazar once he regains consciousness.
It's so frustrating. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to think of something. Come on, Anka, think. This isn't working. I haven't slept in 3 days, so I can't even think straight right now. Maybe I'll come up with something after a good night's sleep.
So, is Gray Fox really still alive? If Wells was the one who kidnapped her, and now that he's dead because of that, but if I were to able to save Anka and Noah, who were supposed to die in the next one, then Gray Fox, who was supposed to survive, I guess I didn't even get a chance to read that, but I guess it's just say like I guess she died.
Hey Meryl, did you find the rest of file 049?
No, just a few fragments of it. I think most of it was damaged during the fight just now. But if I gather as much of them as possible, I can hand them over to the Federation along with Lucius. And that should be enough.
But Lucius is still...
Given his current condition, the only option is to take him to the hospital for treatment and interrogate him once he wakes up. After that, I'll shift the focus of my investigation to his relationship with Wells. Thankfully, Anka saved me a lot of trouble by gathering enough evidence and information related to Aurora Industries. However, I'll still need the Public Security Bureau's help for the next part of my investigation. Officer Roslin, I know things must be difficult for you right now, but there's still a lot of work to be done, and I'll need your help to do it.
Sorry, Agent Meryl, but I'm still suspended pending an investigation into my previous actions. You'd better ask Carol for help.
I can put in an urgent request to have you reinstated as a special officer, for the sake of aiding my investigation and cleaning things up here.
You can't give up, Roslyn. You're the most responsible, determined, and righteous cop in all of Asperia. Maybe even all of Ida. Besides, you still haven't brought me to justice, remember? Who said anything about giving up? Attention, all officers of the Public Security Bureau.
I like how they forget like, oh, what, just...
Under Agent Merrill's orders, I have been temporarily reinstated as a special officer and assume full command of this crime scene. President Lucius is suspected of conducting illegal omnium experiments and bribing government officials. However, due to his unconscious state, he must first be transported to the hospital for medical treatment.
Good delivery.
Regarding Wells Coudreau, former chief of police for the Asperia Public Security Bureau, prior to his death, he was suspected of accepting bribes, murdering Officer Lockhart, his predecessor, and several other crimes. Have our forensic doctors retrieve his body as soon as possible. As for the members of Wednesday, Nola and Anka are suspected of kidnapping a Kylo researcher, stealing from Aurora Industries, and other crimes. However, they voluntarily surrendered themselves to me and later assisted in exposing the crimes of Chief Wells. As such, they are to be temporarily detained for further questioning.
Hey, what?
Kylo researcher, as a suspected accomplice in Wednesday's crimes, you will also be detained for questioning.
Me?
What?
So no one is safe now, huh?
Don't worry, everyone. I'm sure Officer Roslyn, our righteous and merciful friend, will show us a little more leniency after helping out in such an important case. Isn't that right, Officer Roslyn? I'm already helping you by attesting to your surrender and your assistance in exposing Wells. Showing you leniency is the judge's decision, not mine.
So, we're breaking out?
Officer Roslyn, these three are closely tied to my current mission. They were instrumental in helping me retrieve a missing Federation file, as well as providing incriminating evidence against Aurora Industries.
Huh?
Yay!
I still require their assistance for the rest of my investigation. The law dictates that as a federal agent, I am authorized to take detainees of the Public Security Bureau into my custody as needed.
I can agree to that, but not before they undergo the Public Security Bureau's detainment procedures first. Once your mission is over, they will need to be returned to us for further investigation as well.
Oh, we're totally booking.
However, until my own investigation is concluded, I'd like for them to operate with full autonomy while under my supervision.
As long as they conduct themselves in accordance with the law, I have no objections.
Thank you, Meryl.
Thank you, Meryl.
Thank you, Meryl.
No, you finally addressed her by name.
Woohoo! Wednesday foiled yet another criminal plot, and our incredible friend in the Federation bailed us out of serious trouble. Now that's what you call a perfect
Why is her eyes
ending.
different colors?
She didn't bail you out of anything. As a federal agent, she's only taking you into her custody for the time being. Remember to work hard, and you might just have a chance to make amends.
Man.
Don't worry, I've stocked up enough evidence against Aurora Industries to completely make up for my crimes. In fact, I might have enough to earn a commendation or two. Don't get ahead of yourselves, especially after all the trouble your organization has caused so far. That goes double for you, Anka. Even if you don't end up in jail, you're looking at 10 years of community service at the very least. Fine by me. Working odd jobs is my specialty after all.
Honestly, they did a great job getting Anka and Rosalind to just have this dynamic conversation with each other. Like, you can tell that they're friends, but they're also iffy moments. As in, what's up with their hair or earrings? Were they always like this? Hold up. Is this my first time actually noticing this? Huh. Anyways, the dynamic is actually pretty good. They're actually bouncing off pretty well with each other. And they're reading off, like, how they should sound and their aggression towards each other and non-aggression.
You... Forget it. Agent Merrill and I need to return to the Bureau to file our incident reports. as well as sort out the paperwork for leaving you in her custody.
There's no way this storyline's an hour long. Because the other storylines were like about 2 hours, like about 3-ish hours. Oh. Hi.
Excellent work, Authorizer.
It was nothing. Did you learn anything new about the connection between Omnium Reactor and data singularities?
Unfortunately, after the firewall blocked my program, I've made almost no progress in researching the surface layer. Right now, your actions within the surface layer are probably our best and only option. So, if you still have energy for it, perhaps you'd like to continue investigating other connections between the foundational layer and the surface layer.
Other connections. When I used the control panel to launch the system repair in the foundational layer earlier today, it seemed to have an effect on the surface layer as well.
You mentioned earlier that history within the network can't be altered, but the explosion reported in those articles you showed me was completely averted. That was because my actions within the foundational layer seemed to change the outcome.
The Omnium Reactor that's nearly went critical shut down, and everyone who was supposed to die managed to survive.
That's impossible. The surface layer is an authentic record of the past, meaning it's supposed to follow the exact course of Ida's history. What you're describing is no different than making changes to an old movie. So how could that be?
I'm not sure. But how else do you explain everyone surviving their predetermined deaths?
Are you sure they actually survived? Based on our original understanding of the surface layer, even if they managed to avoid the explosion, the record still would have ended when it was supposed to end. Meaning, if it was their time to go, changing the outcome wouldn't stop them from disappearing at the certain point in time.
So what? Just because they're made of data from previous events, does that really mean there's no point in trying to change their fates?
Well, there's the thing about that, on that case. If you're using data from old history, there's still so much possibility that can still be, that has to fill in the blanks. And all those datas can still lead to a different simulation, lead to different outcomes, despite it being simulated. That's why it's called simulating. Simulating causes multiple events to happen, and they can always trigger the same event. If it was dead set to be like, there could be a possibility that they live and branches off. That's what a simulation is about. Is to understand, to not have to meet a hard end to a scenario. You have to figure out how it gets there. But there's also a point of if there's an end, if there's a continue afterwards. That's not the same.
Based on our current understanding, that's exactly what it means. Either way, I suggest confirming it for yourself, as it would still further our understanding of the surface layer.
Alright, fine.
Okay.
So the storyline is not over yet. Good. Oh, damn, Still confusing, though. That's very, very confusing. But it makes more sense that way, to the fact the storyline would not be, like, disrupted. Hey, Mia, according to the network data and time, it's been 2 days since the explosion was supposed to happen. Let's try giving Anka a call. Understood. Now calling Anka.
Hello, hello! You've reached Anka, Esperia's up-and-coming community service star and model citizen. What can I do for you, researcher?
Wait, am I in the new storyline or am I in the old storyline? I'm just relieved you answered my call, that's all. I need to take some pain medicine.
Huh? You didn't seriously think Rosalind threw me in jail, did you?
No. I just wanted to ask if you still had the badge Nola gave you earlier.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. Rosalind's still setting up my community service schedule, so I can't leave right now. Could you swing by and pick it up instead?
Okay.
Okay. The person's still standing there. What's data source? Oh, whoops. Interesting. Interesting. So I still have not done this. Let's go to the latest turn. Each week a new cycle. Ah. Whoopsies. Well, I guess I'm missing out on other rewards. That's what I get for putting off the storyline. Again. Alright. Ah! What? Ah, okay. Ah, get down. They're holding hands. Oh. Hey, Anka. Hey, Anka. I'm here for the badge.
Researcher, you gotta help me change Rosalind's mind. Meryl just invited her to become a Federation agent, but she turned her down.
What? A fellow agent? That sounds like a great opportunity for you. Why did you refuse?
I just think I'm not ready to take on any new challenges right now. I know I won't be chosen to run the Bureau next, but... Meryl gave you time to consider her offer, remember? You don't have to come up with an answer right now, so just give it a little more thought. Even I'm a little jealous that she offered you something like that. I know Meryl said she would use her authority as a federal agent to pardon Wednesday for breaking into Aurora Industries twice, but that doesn't mean you have to keep siding with her like this. I'm only thinking of you, Rosalind. Your dream is to preserve justice, order, and equality for all, and becoming a federal agent would bring you closer to that than staying here as an Asperia cop. And then what? Without me here to supervise your community service, you would just run off and commit more crimes as a member of Wednesday, right? That's not what I meant. I just think a change of scenery would be good for you. That way, you wouldn't have to face everything related to Wells all the time. It could be just like last time, when you left Astra after your dad passed away. A new environment gave you the space you needed to process everything, remember? I didn't pick myself up back then because I had new surroundings. It was because I met a good friend who I could talk to about anything. If I stay in Asperia, I'll still have you, Carol, and Researcher, and right now, that's a lot more important to me than becoming a federal agent. Besides, a truly outstanding police officer can uphold justice, order, and equality just as well as any federal agent. In any case, I'm not taking my eyes off you until your community service is done, so don't even think about trying to shake me before then. If you do a good job, I might even consider calling you Siga. Roslyn.
You've been a huge help, Roslyn. This is such an awkward time to jump in, but alright.
It was nothing. I was just doing my duty as an officer of the law.
It's so hard not to look.
Message from Carol. She's asking me to return to the office because a federal agent is looking for me. I have to go now. But remember to show up to work on time, Anka. You hear me? On time. Yes, ma'am.
The line was too late.
Crud. Classes are almost over at the kindergarten, and I'm supposed to work there as a crossing guard today. Oh, sorry, researcher, but I gotta go right now or else I'll be late. Here, take Nola's badge. Also, I still haven't forgotten about searching for Grey Fox. I'll let you know right away if I find anything. So please do the same for me.
They could just get the animations going a little bit longer for that. That's right. I forgot to ask Plotty about Grey Fox.
Guess I'll go return
Guess
Nola's
I'll
badge
go
now.
return Nola's badge. Wait, Rosalind said that
Rosalind said a federal agent was looking for her, but she didn't mention Rosalind's name at all.
Whoops. I just didn't hear the lines.
Else? I saved Anka and the others, but what about Meryl's encounter with Asurata Todd and Team X? Will things still play out like they did in the real world?
See, right here, it's like the time you should be reading. Like, it's a weird cutoff. Ashura, I forgot his name already, fuck. Is a captain of Team X, and as well as Grey Fox's older brother. If he really is an Astro right now, he might know more about Grey Fox's work. Mia, ask Meryl where she is right now. Understood. Understood. I just received a reply. She's chatting with Norl at the Odin Tavern. Huh? Did I just hear that right? Meryl and Nora are chatting at the tavern? Now this I have to see. Of course they're chatting with... okay. I was gonna say, of course they're chatting with each other. They're the only freaking... They're currently the only two people on the freaking dorm thing that you can talk to. I don't like the fact that you can... This is called Meryl's... These are the dorms and you have enter right next to that. With the design that they chose. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, you just swing. Just swim. There, swing. Guess I'll swing my way over there. Almost there. Not gonna lose no swing in time. Come on. Almost there. Made it. Yeah, made it. Almost, but made it still. It's my fastest time actually getting to that location, and I'm stuck by the stuffed animals. They're not here. Hey, Meryl. Hey, Norl.
Welcome to Odin's Tavern. How may I serve you?
Why is this a pick between them now, all of a sudden? Oh. What are you having, Meryl? It's pretty refreshing.
Very well. 1 glass of iced water.
Damn. Bring that wire and snacks before they enter the office. Oh, this is awkward. I have to say, I never thought I saw you two sitting together chatting like this.
We're discussing Lucius right now. The hospital doctors found traces of a rage-inducing drug in his system, which must have been administered by Wells. He's still unconscious, but once he wakes up, I'll be sure to ask him about Grey Fox's whereabouts.
We
I feel like
appreciate
Grey
it.
Fox is plotting.
You should thank her on behalf of Anka and yourself as well. After all, it's only thanks to her that we're not in jail right now. You don't mind, do you?
Yeah, I mean, she deserved it. Of course not. Speaking of Anka, she asked me to give you back your badge.
Oh, I nearly forgot about it. Thanks.
Wait, that badge. Where did you get it?
It's been with me like forever. You've seen it before?
Yeah, I remember spotting it once in a file. Likely a Federation document.
Really? What else do you know about it? It's really important to me. I need to know everything you can remember.
Calm down, Noel. Just give her a minute to think.
I might have found it by accident when I was looking through the archives. I realized I had the wrong file and closed it right away.
Damn.
The page I saw had an image of this badge. I didn't read the details, but it seemed to be related to the Defense Force, possibly a covert unit.
So, I was a soldier? A covert unit. I do recall being in a brutal battle, but I can't remember anything else.
It makes sense. Aside from your own outstanding fighting prowess, you also demonstrate skills in group combat that are generally reserved for highly trained special forces. Soldiers who have seen the savagery of war firsthand often suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and other mental health issues. In more severe cases, some patients develop symptoms akin to amnesia as a way of repressing their experiences.
Where can I get more information about this unit?
Normally, ordinary Defense Force members just have to submit a simple access request to the military institution that possesses the files in question. But if you were in a secret ops team, the records would be stored in the Federation's classified archives.
Any chance you could tell me where that library is located? Who's there?
It's the guy! Ah, shoot. Oh, you don't even have your voice yet. Sorry for the intrusion. I'll just come up with the voice line. Sorry for the intrusion, Agent Merrill, but I have urgent business to discuss with you. My name is Ashrada Todd, Captain of Team X of Federal Nexus. I've come to relieve you of your duties. Please hand over file 049 and any material related to this incident, as Team X is now in charge of this investigation. Here are the Federation. My brain. Here are the Federation documents related to our assignments, if you wish to read them. Asher Todd, Captain of Team X. Reading Kalos. Researcher. I've known about you for quite some time, but it's a pleasure to finally meet you. My apologies if I seem a little tired, but I've been working late into the night the last few days. Naturally, I haven't gotten much rest either.
I don't see any issue with these documents. I'll be sure to report every last detail of today's findings to the Federation once I return.
So they know where the hidden hideout is, so how's this gonna work?
As for file 049, a significant portion of it was damaged in the battle earlier, when a stray bullet struck the file. I managed to recover a fair amount of the fragments and seal them in an evidence bag, but the file is beyond recovery.
I'll verify the file myself. Besides, we need to interrogate these two, Ace and all public security officers involved. Are you still talking? My team is searching for the others as we speak. For now, I need you to come with me.
Interrogate me. That's rich.
I hate studying up. I hate staying up late, writing incident reports, all the paperwork. It was hard enough to get the public security bureau off our backs, and now we have to deal with the Federation. I mean, to ask him about Greybox's whereabouts, but it looks like he's not aware of her connection to Wednesday yet.
Authorizer, your researcher persona has caught the Federation's attention in the surface layer. This complicates our mission.
Wait, how are you talking to me now? Wait, she's always been able to talk to me when I'm talking about. Buddy?
It's an emergency, so please use the space rift and get out right away. I'll set up a new persona for you once you return.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Ah, so this is how we get rid. So,
yes, right now.
cutscene. Oh. So, what do I do? What's this Wi-Fi wiring? What's wrong with the network? Do I click it? I can't close them. I'm even able to tap it. I haven't even clicked it once. Ooh, new freaking thing. Connection lost. Access denied. Interesting.
What happened? What did you do to set off the
Why do I have a
firewall?
person in my cutscene?
Uh-huh.
When the heck did I tell you to do that? I can't even communicate with you in the surface layer. Your biometrics are unique. Do you know how hard it is to create a new persona for you?
What the heck? Why did your voice change?
I know you're upset, but please, just listen to me. I had my doubts at first too, but I was caught in a dangerous situation right before it happened. I didn't have time to think clearly, but
Yeah, that was
it did
funny,
seem
like-
strange that I was able to hear your voice in the surface layer.
What the frick?
I didn't mean to scare you just now. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is also strange, but something tells me right now is not the time to ask about Plotty.
So you're sure you heard my voice in the network?
Yes.
So, if it wasn't you who spoke to me earlier, who was it?
I'll have to look into that later. Right now, we need to get the firewall to stop targeting you. We don't have much time, but in order to send you back into the network as quickly as possible, I'll have to take a few risks. We need to restart the firewall, but it has to be done piece by piece. They will take time, but each part will be extremely vulnerable. Viruses will most likely sense that vulnerability and begin attacking the network even more aggressively. That, in turn, will cause the firewall to concentrate its remaining resources on the viruses, which should deprioritize you enough to grant you safe access to the network.
So that's how they're going to
I'm
do the
counting
event.
on you. For now, just give me a brief rundown of your recent actions within the network.
And it was brief, but I made significant discoveries. I know you and your colleagues have done extensive research on the surface layer, but I think some of your conclusions aren't entirely reliable.
For starters, I confirmed that the history within the surface layer can definitely be changed. People who should have died are now living their new lives.
Impossible. Just calculating and recreating history commands a significant portion of the network's computing power. Recalculating the lives of so many people within the network would be an immense drain on its already strained resources. I can't imagine it would waste that much computing power on something so meaningless.
But it did. So, they must have meant something, right?
Are you saying the surface layer serves a greater purpose?
Yeah, because it's a brand new world. I don't really have an answer to that right now, but I'm sure I'll find the answer if I keep searching.
Honestly, it's been bothering me from the very beginning. What's the point of keeping something as troublesome as the network in existence when all it does is reproduce history within the surface layer? But right now, my intuition tells me that I'm one step closer to understanding the truth behind this whole thing.
Right now, I can only go with
Oh, she
what I
disappeared.
know. If you're seeking answers, you'll have to uncover them yourself in the network. We're short on time, so I'll get to work on the firewall.
Sometime later, Plotty went to a special place alone and entered a deep state of thought.
What do you make of it, Papa? I don't know who else to ask about this.
Someone clearly tricked the authorizer, but you already know the answer, don't you? Whoever did this wanted the firewall to detect the authorizer and prevent them from accessing the network.
Things are getting even more complicated. If the enemy was able to imitate me this time, there's no telling what they'll do next time. Maybe it was Nemesis? Or the heirs of Ida? Or maybe someone else from Hykros is responsible for this. It's also possible that we're facing an entirely new enemy now.
I mean, the giant
Quit
thing right there.
acting scared! If they've already done something like this to us, chances are they're going to try messing with us again. And when they do, that's when we'll catch them red-handed! Simple as that!
Yes, you're absolutely right. Also, Papa, I have to warn you. You're usually the one who helps me bear the load of the network's cybernetic link. But restarting the firewall is going to greatly increase that load.
Hey, you
Bring it on! Nothing's too much
What?
for the
Why'd
great Papa, so just leave it to me.
What I mean is that you're sitting this one out. I'm going to bear the load myself this time, so get some rest.
What's that supposed to mean? I told you leave it to me, didn't I? You better not be underestimating me, Plotty!
Just do as I ask, please. If you do, I won't count your appearance just now against you. In fact, I'll let you come out to play 2 more times this week.
Huh? For real? You swear it?
I swear it.
You got yourself
So
a deal.
confusing.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not gonna use this against me, are you?
What the fuck is going on? What? I mean, I understand. I understand that she has a freaking split personality, but that is the next level of split personality. Also, oopsie, wrong button. Thanks for being in my cutscene the whole time. Thanks for being in my cutscene this whole time. Jeez, that was so weird. Alright, I guess we're done with that. Took it less than 2 hours. Hey, what's this thing? How do I do this? I need to go pee real quick. Before I do that, so most likely I'm going to end it here if I don't have anything else. Oh, I did not grab these.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
Wait, why are you just wearing? Wait, why are you wearing Noelle's armor?
Oh, look at... Oh.
Yeah, they just really just chose to just
Ready
reskin
for
characters.
action. Ready for action. Ready for
Her
action.
weapon looks cool though. I mean, she looks good in black.
Standing by, standing by.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
Anywho. Well, I mean, there's really not much else to show off now other than this thing. And this is like, looks like a personal event, so I can just, I'm not really gonna play this thing out then. I'll play one and then I'll just probably end it there. End the stream there. But still, that was only an hour long. That was usually long. Usually it was longer. Fuck. So you can only change. Oh, they're not attacking the thing, they're just attacking me. Got it! Am I supposed to grab something? What do I do? I'm confused. What do I do now? What did they say anything? No? What do I do? Oh, thank you. Oh, it took one hit. Okay. Oh no, it's 25 of them get hit. And game over. As it was safe. Okay. Hey, get away from the thing. Alright, so you get 500 for that. Alright, so that's how that works. I got really confused. But looks like Sector A is like my best play. Alright, so with that, I'm most likely just gonna call it there for the stream. I'll just finish the whole thing up later as a video. Oh, wait, that's right. Alright, anyone who came by, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later. Make sure to hit the like button.